Sound off time now. Every day on Live at 3, we tackle one of the day's big issues with our colleague from News Radio 620, WTMJ, Jeff Wagner.
We're talking about the Castle Doctrine and the role it might play in a shooting in Slinger from over the weekend. Police tell us 20-year-old Bo Morrison was shot dead on a porch in this house. The homeowner told police they thought the person was trying to break in. Friends argue Morrison was running from the cops but was not a threat. Today's Sound Off question is, should the person who fired that fatal shot be charged in this case in Slinger?
And props to our producer, Kirsten, who was pushing this topic earlier on me this morning. Largest viewer response that we have had in months and months. Just an enormous response all across the map on this issue. Here's Colleen from Milwaukee to start us off.
I do think the shooter should be charged. This is ridiculous. It was a premeditated murder. Bo Morrison should not be dead right now. This is ridiculous. We need justice. We need justice. This is not fair.
But if someone is trying to get in your front door in the middle of the night and you don't know who it is, that's what the Castle Doctrine was designed to do, to give you the right to defend your life and your property.
Right now, in this case, what's interesting is it was an enclosed porch, and apparently the young man was hiding in the enclosed porch. Under the law, though, that enclosed porch is the same as being in the home. As a practical matter, though, I mean, there is a difference between being in somebody's home and being on somebody's porch. Here's Lisa from West Dallas.
No, I do not believe that he should be charged because the intruder was inside an enclosed porch. He wasn't just standing outside by the back or front door.
I think what's hard to separate in this case is knowing now what the situation was, because in that moment, I'll tell you right now, if someone is coming into my home, I'm not going to have a conversation with them and ask if they're a 20-year-old kid trying to run from the cops. And now, the gun issue aside, in that moment, you don't know what's happening.
Right, and that's, I mean, it's this idea that, okay, you wake up, it's somewhere between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning, you hear these noises, you go downstairs, it turns out that it's not just the pipes that are banging, it turns out that there actually is a person that, even though they're not in your living room, they're in this case, the enclosed porch. That's one of the issues that's out there that they're trying to wrestle with. This is a tragic situation. I mean, clearly, I don't think the homeowner, the homeowner didn't intend, bad things to happen to somebody who was just hiding from, an underage drinking party. Homeowner, I'm sure, says that he's afraid for his life. Young man clearly didn't intend to break in. Unfortunate circumstances all around. Here's Mike in Brown Deer.
The man should not be charged with a crime. There was an intruder in his house late at night. The victim had no business being there. He should have stayed and faced the authorities when they showed up. He brought it on himself. There's no crime here. The fear the homeowner must have felt, I felt once myself. No crime.
As a practical matter, with the new state of the law, we don't know all the facts, of course, but I think it's going to be tough to prosecute this case, just given the state of the law right now. Here's Patty from South Milwaukee.
No, the owner should not be charged. There are rules and regulations, and he was protecting himself. They were having a drinking party, and he ran to hide. No, he should not be charged.
Now, I think some people are afraid that, if there's not charges here, what happens? Does that mean if somebody comes up to your door, and rings the doorbell or something, or, the next door neighbor runs into the backyard, to chase the ball or something, does that give you a justification? And the answer is no. The Castle Doctrine just creates a presumption of reasonableness that can be rebutted. 2 o'clock in the morning, hiding, inside the area, that's going to be tough, I think, to prosecute. Here's Sally in Milwaukee.
I think he should absolutely be charged. That kid was on the porch, and there was no immediate harm going to be caused to the person inside the house. They could have just called the police. They should not have shot him.
Jeff, I mean, you're a former prosecutor. If you were looking at this case, what would the charge even be that you look at? It just reckless endangerment, something like that?
Homicide by reckless use of a firearm is what you'd be looking at, I think. But again, I think under the law now, I think it's going to be a difficult prosecution. But this, I would tell you, this huge response, and it's really split people. I don't think, no matter how this is resolved, there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to be happy with the result. I can guarantee you.
Yep. That's Wisconsin these days.
Jeff,
nobody's always happy. All right, let's head over to Storm Team forecaster Brian Goddard. If you like snow, be happy today. If you like spring,